Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Today we'll be continuing the Wings of Fire family tree. This time our focus will be on Book 5, the final book of Arc 1. As always, we'll be resuming our existing trees while making new ones. Here's a recap of the rules. We'll be including biological and found families while mixing in romantic relationships. However, we will be excluding hatred between other dragons because it will make our trees unclear. Check out the previous videos to get caught up. And I also have an important announcement at the end of the video for those who are interested. The prologue is a little bit different from the rest. We cut to the past where we meet Queen Oasis. With her perspective, we recount how she was killed by scavengers. We find out something interesting about her family though. Smolder, her son, attempted to elope with another dragon. The pair weren't exactly successful as the other dragon was dealt with by Queen Oasis. Other than that, Queen Oasis was killed. In Act 1, we're in Sunny's point of view, a little after the prophecy was revealed to be fake. She's in the rainforest when she is kidnapped by 3 Nightwings, who take her while there is still commotion everywhere. These Nightwings are Fierce Teeth, Strong Wings, and Prey Hunter. Far away from any dragon, the trio use the Obsidian Mirror to spy on Sunny's friends. The Obsidian Mirror is an animus-touched object. It can be used to observe a dragon's action by whispering their name into it. While they use it, Prey Hunter mentions the name Stone Mover, claiming that he may have tampered with the item. With the reconnaissance complete, the Nightwings plan to take Sunny to Burn's stronghold. This prompts Sunny to escape. Although Sunny fled with no issues, she continued to follow the Nightwings to Burn's stronghold. She decides to steal the Obsidian Mirror while they're asleep, which happens quite frequently. When she nears Prey Hunter, he mumbles something about his mother. It seems to be rather traumatic. We have no indication whether Prey Hunter's parents are still alive, but his mother seemed very awful. Before Sunny leaves, she writes an ominous message. This gets a surprising reaction out of the Nightwings. Strong Wings believes it came from a Nightwing legend named Darkstalker. Sunny continues tailing the Nightwings, reaching the Scorpion Den instead of Burn's stronghold. There we meet a guard named Six Claws and another named Kibli. These two are part of an organization known as the Outlaws. Kibli escorts the Nightwings to their leader, Thorn. Six Claws does the same with Sunny after he notices her following the Nightwings. As they amble through the Scorpion Den, we meet another Outlaw, reporting to Six Claws. His name is Addex. After that encounter, we reach Thorn's tent, waiting for her arrival. She doesn't take long though, and she's straight to the point. Talking with the Nightwing, she asks about Morosir's whereabouts and the location of the Nightwing Kingdom. Prey Hunter tells her the truth about their home and Morosir's destruction, but Thorn isn't exactly fond of this discovery. Thorn pins the dragon down, causing him to fight back. Ultimately, this just gets him killed. Fierce Teeth backs up Prey Hunter's claim, but because Sunny doesn't want her to die, she steps in to defend her. However, Fierce Teeth ends up revealing that Sunny is one of the Dragonets of Destiny. Thorn continues to ask the Nightwings if they know someone named Stone Mover and where he is. They come up with nothing, so Thorn imprisons them while taking Sunny into her quarters. There we find out that Sunny is actually Thorn's daughter, and she's been looking for Sunny ever since she disappeared. Kibli's also in the room with them. Thorn decides to celebrate Sunny's arrival, mentioning Armadillo to be the dragon to organize the party. Unfortunately, Thorn doesn't stay for long as she needs to take care of a dragonbite viper in the city. This leaves Kibli and Sunny in the room where they talk about Kibli's family. It turns out that he has a mother and 2 siblings. He doesn't give many details other than the fact that they were horrible to him. Sunny ends up taking a nap, waking up with Six Claws watching over her. As they exit the tent to meet the Outlaws, they're stopped by Addex. He seems to have a SandWing dragon in his possession. This dragon is the daughter of Six Claws, named Ostrich. Adax demands Six Claws to give up Sunny in exchange for his daughter. Sunny makes a trade herself, telling Six Claws to let Thorn know that she's gone elsewhere for personal reasons. In Act 2, Sunny and Adax reach Burn's stronghold. By this time, Ostrich had already been released. After passing an unnamed sentry, Adax leads Sunny to a courtyard where we see a new SandWing. Sunny mistakes them to be Blister, but it's actually Smolder, the sister's brother. We learn that Smolder actually had 2 other brothers, but they were killed. They were most likely killed by their sisters. Smolder dismisses Adax while he takes Sunny into his care. He keeps Sunny alive, leading her to Burn's collection tower where she keeps her oddities. In her tower, we are met with Flower, a scavenger pet that Smolder has. We also see Queen Scarlet chained up in her own spot. Sunny is chained up as well, but not anywhere near Queen Scarlet. Sunny doesn't stay long in the tower though. Smolder appears once again, taking her outside of the tower. That's when Burn's stronghold is under attack by Thorn and her Outlaws. Before Smolder goes to help in the fight, he enlists Camel to watch over Sunny. Because Sunny can't help in combat, she simply watches the battle from afar. She converses with Camel, talking about his family. It just so happens that he's having 3 eggs hatching next month. He also mentions his parents telling him to enlist in Burn's army to toughen him up. When the family talk subsides, Sunny notices peril just outside of the battle. Sunny goes to meet the SkyWing, who is there to free Queen Scarlet from the tower. Peril learns from Sunny that her mother Kestrel has been killed. Peril grieves briefly, even more determined to save Queen Scarlet from captivity. Sunny negotiates with Peril, asking her to stop the Outclaws and burn soldiers from fighting. If Peril saves Thorn, Peril can free Queen Scarlet. Peril accepts his deal, heading into the fight to defuse the situation. The fighting stops and Thorn reunites with her daughter. This is when she first meets Smolder, who she finds rather charming. It's not all good though. Smolder reveals that Burn's collection may have the Nightwing that Thorn is looking for. We get a hostile reaction from Thorn, but it's all in vain when we find out that the Nightwing is no one special to Thorn. We get some drama with Peril and Queen Scarlet, making our dragons exit the tower. Suddenly, Smolder recalls seeing a message addressed to Thorn in her letter room. Although it's admittedly suspicious of Smolder, Thorn and Sunny accompany him to the letter room. As they follow Smolder, we learn something peculiar about Sunny and the Nightwing that Thorn has been searching for. Firstly, the Nightwing, Stone Mover, was an animus dragon. He was tasked with creating the two tunnels which connected the Kingdom of Sand, the Rainforest Kingdom, and the Volcanic Nightwing Kingdom. In the past, we learned that he ended up in the Kingdom of Sand, meeting up with Thorn. After a while, they both fell for each other. This led to Thorn having an egg with him. However, because they had an interracial egg, Thorn had to hide it, asking Dune to help her with the process. Unfortunately for Thorn, Dune had taken the egg away to the Talons of Peace. And we fondly know of this egg to be Sunny. Here, we learn that Sunny is part Nightwing and SandWing. This explains why she has an unusual appearance. By the time they arrive at the letter room, Burn arrives back at the stronghold. This prompts Smolder to lock them in the letter room, but the pair still manage to break out. They meet up with Six Claws and Kibbley, who are fighting some guards trying to find Thorn. As they all escape from the stronghold, Sunny spots Queen Scarlet and Peril making their own escape in the distance. It occurs to Sunny that her friends are in danger now that Queen Scarlet is out, so she tells her mother that she'll be gone to report back to her friends. On the way to the rainforest, she has bad luck with the weather. The heavy rain halted her journey near Jade Mountain. This is where she meets a Nightwing who seems to be turning into stone. This Nightwing is Stone Mover. We find out that Stone Mover has been staying in Jade Mountain ever since he was cast out by the Nightwings, waiting for Thorn to receive his letter. Unfortunately, he's been cursed by his powers. Most of his scales had turned into stone. Here we have time to skip some story developments. Sunny tries to find the SandWing artifact in the destroyed scavenger village. She reunites with her friends and recaps her adventures. They begin to make plans about how to finally end the war. Sunny finally gets her friends' attention, and they decide to go with Sunny's plan. Sunny's plan was simple: get the attention of the SandWing sisters and bring them together. The Dragonists do this by sending their own messengers to contact each sister. Clay and Sunny go to the Kingdom of Mud to try and get a message to Burn. They run into Clay's siblings, who are all still alive. We also learn that Queen Morhan has 4 siblings. It's unknown whether these siblings are all direct relatives to the Queen, but we'll assume they are for this video. Sunny and Tsunami decide to meet the Talons of Peace in order to contact Blister. There, we see that Riptide has joined the Talons of Peace. Because Flame knew that the Dragonettes would be going to the Talons of Peace, he also decided to tag along. He returns to a mother, his mother, who I believe is named Avalanche. The SandWing was also there looking for Viper, the SandWing Dragonette who was killed in Book 4. When the Dragonettes come up empty-handed, they get aggressive, talking about doing violent things to Marseer. Finally, Sonya contacts Blaze with a dream visitor. All they had to do now was wait until the sisters met at Burn's stronghold. As the brightest night comes, the 3 sisters and the Dragonettes meet in Burn's stronghold. Most of the continent was there as well to witness history. The sisters are told to decide among themselves who should be the next queen, or have the entire SandWing tribe choose for them. This prompts Blister to launch her assassination attempt, giving Blister a present for her Weirdling Tower. This present happens to be 2 Dragonbite Vipers, which subsequently bite Burn, ultimately killing her. One of the Vipers die before Burn fully perishes, setting the arena in a panic. The Viper darts towards Starflight, who fell over during the commotion. Sunny stays by his side to take the hit for him. That's when Clay comes in to take the bite for them. In a panic, Peril rushes in and tries to burn out the Dragonbite venom from Clay. Thankfully, this succeeds. Now it was up to a duel between Blaze and Blister, which seemed extremely cruel for Blaze. While Blaze is getting destroyed by Blister, Smolder's pet scavenger appears. She gestures to Sunny as they both dig near Queen Oasis's grave. That's where they find the Eye of Onyx. The Eye of Onyx is a SandWing artifact which is used to determine the Queen of the SandWings. Sunny gets a revelation, arguing with herself about who deserves to be queen. In the end, she hands the eye to her mother, Thorn, but is snatched by Blister. The SandWing sister puts on the eye and disintegrates in front of everyone. In the end, Blaze lived, but didn't gain the title of queen. That was reserved for Thorn. In the epilogue, we get a scene with the Dragonettes of Destiny. They're at Jade Mountain, where they decide to create a school to teach Dragonettes about different tribes. They mention several names, but that's reserved for another video. I'd like to sincerely thank everyone who has stuck with the series ever since the family tree for book 1. It's been an absolute privilege to have your viewership, not just for the series, but for the channel as a whole, and frankly I couldn't be more grateful even if I tried. This isn't the end of the series though. I'll definitely be doing some more variety stuff on the channel while I do more in-depth research about Arc 2, and some side stories that I've been meaning to get to. Okay, really important announcement for this channel. I have to do university study. My semester actually started this week, so I was working on the video while I was studying. Does this mean I'm leaving? Not in the slightest. There's still so much more that I want to explore with this universe, so I'm continuing with uploading Wings of Fire content. Some uploads may just be delayed, or videos may be shorter and less informed. I'll try my best to keep or exceed the standards here though. If you've stuck out for this long, I give you my sincere thanks for listening.